Órale, Cholo, Choque, los tres chingones boxing. Shouts to all the chingones y chingonas out here in Indio, California, the Coachella Valley out here, man. With the Garcias, man, doing it up. Didn't quite go as planned. We'll get to that in just a second. The fights are over. It just came kind of out of nowhere for all of us over here, actually, man. We will get into that and the rest of the fights, but let's go ahead and let's bring in the rest of the chingones. El gran chingón, el mero mero one, Mr. David Contreras.
Hey, what's going on, Cholo? Can't wait to talk.
It was 95 degrees out here, man. It was hot. I'm out here in the desert. Not as hot as one of those fighters were tonight. And we'll get into him, man. And let's go ahead and let's bring in the man that's gonna break it all down. You can just see the excitement in this man's face from Mikey 3651, Mr. Mike Zavala.
Gentlemen, oh man, we got a snooze fest. We gotta push on.
Is it me, David, or does Mikey sound echo now?
There's a little echo.
A little bit of an echo.
Yeah.
Okay, I think
we're good.
Sing to us, Mikey. Let me see how it sounds.
1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3.
Yeah, it's just a little echo, but we're okay.
It's fine.
Okay
it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. There's yeah.
Okay.
All right, what's going on? I'm thinking Bravo. All right, so let's get into it. First of all, I'll go ahead and I'll tell you guys, man. The fights started at a time that I wasn't aware and nobody here was aware of either. As a matter of fact, the party actually hasn't even really started. There's people coming here right now. Everything that I looked at, everything that I saw, and I was up to date on this, it said 6 p.m. the ring walk for Tio and Arnold Barbosa, 6 p.m. Los Angeles time. I'm not confused. Everywhere I looked at, that's what it said. Am I wrong on that? Did anybody else see something different? Because I saw that at 3, the card was going to start as far as the preliminaries. But every time I would look at the ring walk for Arnold and Tio, it would say 6 Pacific time. I'm keyed in on that always. And it caught us all last surprise. Like I said, the party is just about to begin here. So a lot of the Garcia family actually didn't even watch the fight here with us. But am I wrong on that, David? What did you see?
No, you're right. We had it over here in the East Coast. We were on the same timeline as New York for 9 o'clock. But I believe what happened, Ed, they were expecting rain later tonight. And I think that they just right there and then made a command decision, and they changed it because they were expecting rain late tonight. So I think that's the reason why it was changed, even though I have no proof. But you're absolutely right. It was supposed to start at 6 o'clock Pacific Standard, 9 o'clock our time. And when I saw it, when you guys were texting me that it started at 6 o'clock my time, I felt what you always feel. You know what I mean? I was happy because I'm not going to stay up till 1 o'clock at night watching boxing.
Yeah. Mikey, you texted us. You said you were still driving, brother.
Yeah, I was still driving coming home from work, and I kept asking you, and last week we confirmed that it was gonna be at 6. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get home. So I was in traffic, and I missed the first 5 rounds of the Tio fight.
Were you getting texts by friends, Mikey, that the fight, because you kept telling us the fight's on, and I thought the fights that you were talking about were the
Firefighter.
Battle of Badges, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, yes, and then they tell me Tio's fighting already. I'm like,
so camaradas were texting you?
Yeah, my cousins, they wanted me to go, but now I was in traffic.
Yeah, so I want to go ahead and apologize to the rest of the chingones that watch this show, man. We love being on here, chopping it up with you guys and everything. I always look at Eastern Pacific, and I'm keyed in on that. And it said all the research I looked at said Barbosa Tio ring walk 6 p.m. Pacific. So it was out of our hands. And like I said, I'm here with the Garcia family, and the family still hasn't even showed up. They're on their way right now.
So when they get there, make sure you tell them that he won. And then he never got knocked down. And then
Yeah.
he only won
So
2 rounds.
yeah, so all it is right now is just Bobby and his family, but the rest of them should be showing up here in a minute. So anyway, gentlemen, let's go ahead and let's get into it. We'll go ahead and we'll start with one of the snoozers. We'll start right in the middle with the snoozer of because I definitely want to talk about Tio, but let's start with the snoozer first, man. We'll start with Arnold Barbosa. First of all, what's up to Anthony Bravo? What's up to JC? And que to everybody who's watching, man. Um, let's start with Arnold Barbosa and Devin Haney. When that fight first started, Devin Haney looked scared.
Yeah, he
He
did.
looked he looked just very uncomfortable. They kept on bringing up his shoe that it was coming off. They ended up duct taping the damn shoe.
Yeah.
Um, he just looked scared. It looked like I think maybe after about like 6 rounds, 7 rounds, he started opening up a little bit more. But this was a very boring fight. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't blame Devin Haney. I actually blame Jose Ramirez because while Devin Haney is scared to throw any punches, that's Ramirez's time to work. But he didn't. He was just chasing, but he wasn't working. But David, what did you see in that fight, brother?
He's done. He's done, man. Ramirez, he had no legs. He had no legs, man. He had no game plan. You know what I mean? He wasn't cutting off the ring. He was chasing him all night. I'm very disappointed. I know Mikey Garcia lost a lot of money. He kept saying, talking about the stats or the he bet a lot of money when it went 12-1, and then it went down, went up to 7-1. He was putting a lot of money down, and disappointing, very disappointed with the whole card. But right now we're talking about this fight. Disappointed. He's done.
Okay.
He needs to retire.
Okay,
No leg.
Mikey, the odd makers had this at 50-50, and the commentators were like, nah, that's not right. I don't know. It kind of seemed kind of like a 50-50 fight the way it kind of went, man. What's your thoughts on that fight?
Yeah, I mean, and coming to the fight, Ramirez, we know he's a shell of himself. He was married and he lost his last fight versus Barbosa, the guy that just fought. And Devin Haney took a beating by Ryan Garcia, right? He won 12 rounds. We can't forget he didn't get knocked out by Ryan, but he took 12 rounds and he got dropped and he got hurt. So he took a year off. Inactivity kills a fighter. Uh, so he was inactive, but versus a guy that's on his way out, a guy that's burned out, Ramirez. Uh, I mean, guys, he did what he had to do. Like you said, Ed, why does he get criticized? Haney and Shakur's a boxing masterpiece. He does everything right. He fought like Shakur Stevens.
Yes, he
He
did.
didn't throw nothing. But Shakur Stevens is Floyd Mayweather and the guy that's gonna knock out what's my boy's name for the Mexican guy?
Cepeda.
Camarón.
Zepeda,
Yeah.
Zepeda.
He's gonna knock out Cepeda without even throwing a punch. So I mean, he did what he had to do, and he picked it up at the end, like after the 6th round, and he won. Boring, but he won.
You know what, JC? I heard you say that before, and I couldn't agree with you more. I'm done giving Ramirez any excuse.
Yeah.
I'm done.
He's done.
Every time he loses, every time there's a bad performance, it's he's living the married life, long layoff, the weight. It's always an excuse. I am more upset at Jose Ramirez than I am at Devin Haney. I am. I'm not saying I'm giving Devin Haney a pass. I'm not. But Devin Haney looks so uncomfortable, so scared, so traumatized. Like if you had PTSD for like the first
Yeah.
5 rounds. Jose, that's your time, brother. That is your time to go in there, man, and keep that fear in him. Make him question himself like, oh man, maybe I should quit boxing. That is your time. He didn't do anything. He just played, just let me follow him around. Let me follow him around. He's going this way. Oh, now he's going that way. Okay, let me follow him. He's going this way now. Now he's following. Like, guy, don't you see how uncomfortable Devin Haney is right now being in a boxing ring? Start throwing some jabs out there. Throwing some jabs. Like you allowed Devin Haney to get comfortable, get into the fight, And I think Devin Haney did a little bit of good work towards the second end of the fight. Not to say that, orale, Devin Haney now, this dude is back, with vengeance. No, but he picked it up a little bit more. And that's on Jose Ramirez. You know what? Ramirez, I don't need to see him fight again. I don't, man. He didn't throw any
But
punches. There was nothing going on with him.
but you know what, Ed and then Mikey, Robert was too respectful to him. Robert should have been literally slapping him. Robert should have been telling him, "You're losing the fight." You know what I mean? You need a knockout. You need to go in there and show who you are. He should have thrown the raza in there. Should have thrown Mexico in there. He should have thrown his family in there. But Robert was too nice. Remember that other kid that Robert slapped him? You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Hmm.
Ramirez, he was too nice to him. You know what I mean? He was too respectful, not nice, too respectful to him. And yeah, he needs to retire. He needs to retire. He has low
Yeah,
legs, and Robert couldn't do anything with him. Too
he,
respectful.
he doesn't have the fire. He does
No,
not have the fire in him anymore. If there was ever a chance for him to come back and say, "Orale, I'm back in," it was tonight against Devin Haney, because Devin Haney was just dancing around. He wasn't comfortable. He didn't want to be in the ring. At least that's what it looked like for like the first
yeah,
4, 5, 6 rounds. And Ramirez didn't do a damn thing about it. He just allowed Devin Haney to get comfortable and then win the fight. Hey, Chet, we'll get to that fight in a second. But yeah, that's it for Ramirez. And look, man, Devin Haney, if that was the fight that was in front of him, he did win. Credit to him, he did win. I hear what you're saying, Mikey, about Shakur. I
yeah.
get it. Devin Haney, I mean, look, he did win. Nothing to really say like he had a great performance, but he did win the fight. So, kind of the snoozer of the night. Tell me, before we get to the Ryan Garcia fight, let's go ahead and let's get to the guy that tonight belonged to him. In my opinion, this man owned the night, at least tonight. And I'm talking about El Santo, the luchador, man. I'm talking about one Teofimo Lopez. This guy looked good. Man, did he look good. I always said it. I've always said it. When he is on top of his game, I don't know who can beat him. But when he's not, he looks just off. And tonight, he looked on top of his game. Damn, this guy is so damn skillful, man. I'll start with you on this one, Mikey. What'd you see of Teofimo Lopez against Arnold Barbosa?
Yeah, man, he looked phenomenal. That hand speed, the footwork. Dude, I haven't seen. He came out with a different arsenal. In other words, more tricks out the bag, man. He looked good. He looked good. I thought Barbosa was gonna beat him. I thought it was gonna be an upset. And he gave me a different fight. I thought Teal was gonna come after him, but it was a different. It was Barbosa going after Teal, so they switched the script on him, and that was a great game plan by the dad or whoever's in his corner. Probably it was Reynoso. I don't know, but Teal. I was hating a little bit. His hand speed looked good. His footwork looked good, and like I said, they threw a curve at me. Now Teal became the hunted instead of the hunter, and Barbosa was a little bit too slow. Although I still think Barbosa did pretty good, though. He did good. You see Teal's face, and he landed some good shots. It was too fast. Teal was just too fast, and the spotlight, it just, there's levels to this, right? Just text me, there's levels to this. Teal was on top of his game, and Barbosa was here, man. And the lights and the glitz and the action, they got to him, and there's levels to this. So shout out to Teal, man. Shout out to Teal.
Hey, David, we've all seen Teofimo at the top of his game. And when he's at the top of his game, this kid is like one of the most skillful boxers there is today, man. But the thing is, it's far and few in between. What did you see of him tonight?
You know what? Teofimo looked outstanding. And I've always said he's a prodigy, but it all
Mhm.
depends. He's like that one show with what's his name? Me, myself, and Irene. He has three different personalities. You know what I mean? With Jim Carrey. You know that
Jim
one
Carrey.
movie, Me,
Uh-huh.
myself, and Irene. You never know who's going to show up. But Barbosa delivered what he always does: a boring fight. Dude,
Mm.
I was falling asleep. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? I know Tio looked great and Tio did all these outstanding moves. And like Mikey said, we haven't seen this. He's a prodigy. He was supposed to do that. But it was a boring fight. Dude, I was falling asleep. On all three fights, I was falling asleep. Now I could fake it and I could tell you guys, oh man, he looked, yes, he did look great compared to the other two slothful fighters. You know what I mean? So you know what? I think Tio beats them all, you know, but I want to see him now at 147 for give up that belt, give it back to Barbosa, you know what I mean, and let him fight Hutchins and all the other individuals. Go to 147, fight Boots, and if you want to fight Boots, fight Barrios, fight somebody, but stay at 147.
Let,
But I
let,
was
let me
bored to death.
okay, let me ask you this, man, because I was watching it with Bobby, and yeah, he wants to move to 147. Didn't Teal look kind of small in there against Barbosa? I mean, this fight was at 140, and I thought he looked kind of small. I don't know if moving up
You
to
know, he was
147.
challenging Crawford. I think Theo's 5'9", right? He's not a chaparro. He's 5'9". He looks chaparro because I think Barbosa's like 5'10" or something. I think he's 5'9". I don't think. I think he just looks chaparrillo. But I mean, 5'9".
Okay,
I mean, it's still chaparrillo, but it's for that weight class. I think he'll do fine. He's quick.
okay.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
No,
think
think
he'll
he.
do
he
fine.
look, no, look, he's fat. Look, gosh, man. At times he was toying with Barbosa in
Yes, he
there,
was.
doing his
Yeah,
dance moves, and I like like I said, man, when this kid is on, he is
he's on.
possibly the most
Yes.
skillful boxer there is
Yeah.
today, man. I mean, when he is on though, and it's you just don't know when he's on or not. You know, he has mentioned the likes of Boots Ennis. If he is at 100% Teofimo, mentally, physically, all that stuff, I think he gives Boots Ennis a good run for his money, man.
Yeah.
How
Me
say
too.
you guys? What do you
Yes.
think, Mikey?
Yeah, dude. What I seen, the like I said, that bag he showed today is that he showed us different shots, looping shots. Like, yeah, he'll give Boots a good fight. Maybe because because Barbosa sucked and he looked phenomenal. But what I seen this Teal right here, he will give Boots a good shot, man. Even though he's shorter, hey, Canelo's shorter, and
Yeah.
I think Teal fights better versus tall foods. Tall fighters. Even Canelo said, "I like fighting taller ones because I could move better. It's better for him, and I think it's better for Teal too because he ducks and he gets small and he comes out little pockets and angles. Yeah, man. I think he'll give Butens a good match and probably or beat him.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we'll see. What do you want to see from Barbosa, David?
Let him stay at 140. Barbosa has
Okay,
never given us an exciting fight. Name one fight that was an exciting fight. He's always putting me to sleep. So you know what? Put him against, leave him at 140. Leave him at 140.
Rolly, put him on Rolly.
Yeah, well, no, for Rolly's going to 147 now.
Oh, he's 147. Oh, he's
Yeah,
at 47.
yeah.
147. Put him against Matias. Matias is
Yeah,
fighting
Rubio.
Puello. Puello,
Okay,
the winner of Puello and Matias. That would be a good fight for him. But once
okay,
again, it's going to be a boring fight because he's going to have that British style, which is good, but it ain't what we're used to, what we like to see, you know?
okay. Yeah, I don't think Barbosa really, you know, lights up the ring, man. We've said it before. His personality is more exciting than his fights,
Yes,
and
he
I think,
is.
yeah.
The Cholo,
So
the gangster, El
yeah,
Monte
yeah.
Flores, EMF, you know what
Monte,
I mean?
homie, that's
Yeah, you know?
from the same gangster fight,
Yeah.
and shout outs to El Monte. I
Hey,
respect Monte and the SGB and all that.
yeah. My
It's just
respect for those guys.
his fights are just not. They're just
Yeah,
not exciting. So wherever
yeah.
his career goes from here, it goes, man. But gentlemen, let's go ahead and let's get to the main event of the evening. The only favorite that did not win, and that is Ryan Garcia. Um, One guy rolls up in a lowrider, the other guy rolls up in a Batmobile. That was kind of cool how they were doing that. All the ring entrances, Tio comes in as a taxi cab and that kind of stuff. what happened, man? I'll start with you, David. What happened? Because everybody was predicting a knockout by the fifth round. What happened in this fight, David?
I don't know, Ed. I can't answer it. I mean, I really can't answer it. Two Once again, two different personalities showed up, man. And you know what? I believe that Rolly with Salas has gotten 100% better with his new trainer, Salas, a little Cuban leprechaun.
Mhm.
I truly believe that he has gotten 100. His defense was outstanding. That's something that we didn't see. And whatever he's doing must be doing some type of hypnotizing him because he concentrated. That's what he said. He told I think it was Mike Gollinger, one of the guys that was calling it. He goes, "I lost against Davis Tank was because I lost concentration." And because he was winning that fight, remember when he fought Tank Davis, he was winning. Then he got knocked out. And you know what? Whatever they're doing to him, number one, you've seen it in his personality. He's not the same kid that was talking to a flower. You know what I mean? I mean, now he doesn't talk anymore. He doesn't talk. And then when they give him the microphone, I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Dude, before he would have been saying something totally off the wall. I love flowers. You know what I mean? Something stupid like that. But he's changing. I think Salas is having a positive effect on him. And you know what? Ryan just got outboxed. That's the bottom line. Ryan got outboxed. And I don't think if you ran it back, I think we would probably see the same thing. Just like if we Ryan fights Devin Haney, we're gonna see the exact same thing. He's gonna have to chase him more, but he's gonna catch him again.
Mikey, what the heck happened, man?
Well, Ryan Garcia hasn't fought for over a year, right?
Yeah.
It's a year
Yeah,
layoff.
yeah.
What else? Everybody has a plan until they get hit. Ryan Garcia got hit. He
I
got
hit.
dropped, and he felt the power. He felt the
Mhm.
power. And Ryan Garcia is a one trick pony. He doesn't come with uppercuts and body shots and sets it up and gives you feints. And no, he's just that left hook that they have, and also the right hand. But he has that left hook, and he couldn't land it. Rolly was playing with had good defense, and he wasn't really throwing it like he usually throws it like with what is it with courage because I knew something was coming back. So yeah, he got hurt, and I didn't think he felt the power. I didn't think he wanted to go to sleep because Rolly does have a little bit of power. Rolly, he's you could call it a change man, Dave. You could say he got better, but Rolly, you got to touch him right on the chin. You got to touch him, and he'll fall asleep.
But
He'll get
Mikey,
drunk.
he kept that glove on
Yeah,
that chin all night. I was watching him.
yeah,
He
I
did
saw
not
the punches.
move, man. He just kept that glove.
You got to go down and then go
Yeah,
up. You got
yeah,
to set it up. And look what Pitbull Cruz did. Look what these other guys did. They touched him, and he got drunk.
yeah.
Ryan Garcia couldn't touch him. He was throwing that hook
Exactly.
from far. And he was scared in that long layoff, and maybe he wasn't on the roids, man. I don't know.
Could it be that getting dropped just changed everything for Ryan Garcia? He got dropped, and he just that was it because he didn't throw any punches, man. He didn't throw any punches. It was Ryan, what are you doing? And you could just look at his face, and I'm watching the fight, and Derek James wearing his big old watch on his left hand, rocking his freaking blinged out watch, is over there telling Ryan, man, come on, you gotta hit him in the arm or you throw. But Ryan wasn't throwing. Whenever Ryan, well, not every time, but whenever when he was sticking that jab out there, it would land, and it's like, okay, keep throwing it out there, man. Keep touching them up. But he just kept it reserved. He wasn't throwing. Was it because he got dropped, Mikey?
I mean, he got dropped. Once you get, everybody has a game plan until they get hit. Also, he was training with Reynoso, and now he went back to his old trainer. He was training with his dad. That could have been a mix up too. And maybe he's going through some stuff again, man. Because boxing's all mental. What if he's going through some stuff and it showed in the ring?
I mean, I
Ed,
yeah.
he felt the power, Ed. He felt the
Okay,
power. With the
okay.
first punch, it wasn't even the knockout. The first punch that rolled it, they said, and I agree with it's funny what JC said. Rolly got
Mhm.
retarded strength. I mean, you remember those special ed kids? They were
Yeah.
strong, man, when we were kids. You know what I mean? They had phenomenal strength. And I agree with you. You know what? He does have retarded strength, bro. I just think he felt the power. He hasn't felt that power in a long time. I don't think he's fought a fighter with that type of power.
One thing that stuck out to me before the fight even started was how strong Rolly looked. His
He did.
shoulders, his back. He looked strong. He looked stronger than I've ever seen him. I'm like, damn, this guy looks muscular.
Well, I'll
And
tell you, if I didn't know Lampley was married, I would have thought he was gay because that's all he was talking about all night. Look how big his muscles are. Look how big his. I mean, am I right?
Yeah.
But I
yeah,
know that he was married to Mrs. Universe before,
Oh wow.
and he was also married to a very beautiful anchor in San Diego who had pig hands, literally, and he was married to Drew Walk or something like that. But dude, he was just look how I mean he was just praising, and he was even talking about his calves, his legs, how big they
right.
were,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah,
He
yeah.
built
So yeah, he was.
Jim Lampley and Antonio Tarver on the call tonight,
Oh,
man.
great, man. Yeah.
Man, I'm just disappointed.
Yeah.
I am, man. I'm disappointed. I for sure thought Ryan was gonna knock him out. Um, Even had he won, I would have just kind of been like, oh, okay, well, at the very least he won. But I still would have been somewhat disappointed. I just, I don't know, guys. I don't know, man. Where do we go from here? Is Ryan? Is he done, Mikey? Is he done?
I mean, I counted Ryan out so many times. I'm done with him, and then I come back for like an ex girlfriend. I count him out, and he comes back, and he does this. He does. He's probably gonna have to pull it. He's gonna pull another stunt. Like I thought David Haney was gonna give him a boxing lesson, and he knocked him out. Like what the?
Yeah.
Fuck?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean Ryan, another guy like Tio. You don't know where you're gonna get, man. These guys are wild, man. So he's not done. He's not done. I don't know. He just is gonna have to. He's gonna have to get his opportunity somehow.
Well, let me ask you this then, Mikey. Does he stay with Derek James?
I don't think so. I don't like how he fought this time. On the comments they're saying that he didn't listen to Derek James. That Derek James was frustrated. Now we're talking about that respect that a trainer needs to get. Like Dave said with Robert Garcia and Ramirez. If there's not that respect or that demand, and you're not listening to your trainer, then you shouldn't be there. With
Yeah.
Reynoso, I think if he's not listening, they're gonna drop him. So I think he needs to go to Reynoso, and because he every trainer Ryan Garcia has, he does what he wants. He was with Goosen and he was with Derek James, and you could tell he runs the show with Canelo and Munguia and them and the camp. I think he's gonna have to respect Reynoso, respect Canelo because Canelo will call him out. So if he's gonna continue to stay with Canelo, if he's gonna go back with Canelo, it'll be a good move if he goes with Reynoso, and we'll see. He needs discipline, and I think he'll get it there.
David, is Ryan done? Does he stay with Derek James? What's up with Ryan?
No, he's not done because you know what? He needs the money. And he knows, and you know what? I truly do believe he likes boxing. I don't think he loves boxing, but he likes boxing. He loves the money. Um, yeah, no, I don't think he's done. I think he'll bounce back. And like Mikey said, I mean, 1 minute, once again, different personalities. Me, myself, and Irene.
Do
We don't
do
know
you
who we're
guys?
gonna get.
Okay. Let me ask you, David. Let me ask you, David. Should we get Ryan versus Devin? Ryan lost. Now, Rolly did say, even
Yeah.
after the fight, he did say, no, he should go fight Devin. Do you want to see that fight next? Should
Oh
that
yeah,
fight happen
yeah. I
next?
want to see it again. Yeah, I want to see it again. The only reason why, because I think that Ryan will beat him again, but I think he needs to be with Reynoso. Actually, you know what? I would even send him to Reynoso because it's not his defense. He needs to cut that ring. I would send him with who's a good trainer that cuts the ring well. Manny Robles. I would send him with Manny Robles. I would send him with somebody that's an expert on, because if he fights Devin Haney's going to do the same thing he did against Ramirez. So this guy's going to have to cut off the ring. And Devin Haney cannot protect the left hook. He cannot, no matter what he does. He's patterns of behavior. He can't protect it. So I see the same thing, and I think it'll build up his self-esteem and it'll build up his momentum again when he beats Devin Haney again. If he gets the right trainer, like Mikey said, if he gets the right trainer.
Mikey, should this rematch happen again, he lost.
I mean, it'll sell. It'll sell, especially if
Yeah.
they do the antics, if they behind the scenes and they sell the fight. It's gonna sell. I don't want it. He lost. Why do I want the rematch? Devin Haney won, and Ryan didn't win. But yeah, Ryan did beat him, or it was a no contest. So they're gonna push that. Uh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
like that. I like Joel Diaz. Yeah.
Joel Diaz. Yeah, but it's just I don't know, man. I don't
He
know
doesn't
about
have the
Ryan.
discipline.
Yeah.
He doesn't
And
have the discipline.
he'll probably just leave in the middle of the camp. Like, you know what? I
Yeah.
decided to go back with my dad or something. So
Mhm.
I don't really know what to think of Ryan. He doesn't have all the skills. He just has a game changer, that speed, that power, but he doesn't have. It's the same thing. It's just the same thing. It's the same fighter, basic, with that fast check hook and power.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm disappointed. Look, the rematch, it will sell because of what happened with the previous fight. But does it take a little bit of sting off of it? Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. When I was watching Devin Haney against Jose Ramirez, I was already thinking this fight right here is taking some sting off the rematch. But now Ryan losing takes some more steam off of it.
Yeah.
So I mean it's still gonna sell, man. I think Ryan Garcia is still a little, he's still a money maker, at least for the time being. But he's too much of a roller coaster ride. He's too much up and down, and um, look, who knows, man? May I don't think I don't believe this to be true, but who knows? Maybe Rolly, maybe him moving up to 147, he looked very strong. Maybe Rolly is a little bit more of a force to be reckoned with. I don't think so, but I just go for it, David.
Hey, Ed and Mikey, why did Rolly say, let them fight? I mean, why would he say that?
I think I know.
Why?
I think they
Go
already
for it.
have a contract. It just hit me right now. They already have a contract signed that they're gonna fight.
Yeah. So, but
Okay,
why would Rolly
but
say it?
regardless, win or lose, though, regardless, win or
Yeah,
lose.
that's what they were saying. Regardless,
Yeah.
win or lose, their contract
Yeah.
already signed for them to fight.
Yeah.
And they gave examples like when the who lost. I think Zab Judah lost to someone, and they made the
Yeah,
Floyd fight.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
yeah, it does happen in boxing, and I remember now. Yeah, so there's contracts already. It's
I
gonna
know.
sell. We're gonna forget about all this because the dad and Ryan and all, they're gonna do it as a spectacle. It's gonna go insane. Trust me
I
when I say
I
that.
know, Mikey. So, do you think they told Rolly to say it, or he was just having a Rolly moment? I mean, why would he say that? You know?
He said it last time too. I think they told him because last press conference when they had the little round table, they
Yeah.
asked him, say, I think I'd rather let them fight, man. Yeah. So yeah, he
Yeah.
knows. He
Hey,
knows.
hey, Demetro, don't. No, no, no. Tomorrow's card will make up for it, man. Tomorrow's card will make up for it. Well, you know what? We'll go ahead. We'll leave it right there. Let's see what happens, man. Well, you know what? Actually, no. One last question before we move on. I'll ask you, David. What do you want to see from Rolly next? He's the winner.
Dude, go to 147. I want to see him fight Brian Norman. Go to
Okay.
147. I want to see him fight Brian Norman. That's what I want. That's what I want for Rolly next.
I'm down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mikey. He's at 147. He won. What do you want to see next from Rolly?
He looked nice. I mean, he was
He did?
catching that check hook, that hook by Ryan. He looked disciplined. I mean, put him at 47, dude. Let's see what he can do. Put him with Styonis or Brian Norman, but Styonis.
Look what JC's saying. I like that too. Check it out, Mikey.
Yeah, yeah. The winner of Barrios and Pacquiao. I mean, I don't think Pacquiao's gonna stick around, but yeah, have him fight Barrios. I like that. Joaquin saying Norman will smash Rolly, in my opinion. Well, we'll see. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
he
what
won.
David De Leon said too. But it'd be a
Yeah,
good fight. Yeah.
listen, Rolly's the winner. So there you go. Hey, Mikey, I don't know if you could hear us, brother, but you froze. If you want to log out and then log back in, because you froze, brother, we'll go ahead and take Mikey down just for a second till he comes back. All right, well, let's go ahead and let's get into the other fights that are happening this weekend. We'll start we'll fast forward and then work our way back. Let's start with Sunday, David. I mean, I don't want to spend too much time on these fights, but I do want to at least acknowledge Emiliano Vargas is fighting, man. He's fighting in an 8 rounder. David, he is steamrolling through his opponents.
One,
How
two.
much longer? We got you, Mikey. How much longer till you want to see a good step up? He's fighting at 140 pounds. 140 pounds. We know 140 pounds. How much longer do you want to see Emiliano fight? I think this is going to be his 12th fight.
I think he's ready. I think he's ready to step up. Not with the world champions, but I think he's ready. I think
George
him and
Kambosos?
Keyshawn Davis are having the words too, right? Him and
A,
Keyshawn Davis are having
a, a,
words.
a George Kambosos?
Yeah, that would be a good fight for him. That'd be a
Okay.
man. I didn't even think about that one. Perfect fight for
Okay.
him. Yeah.
Mikey, I mean, how much? Because he's steamrolling through these guys, man. How much longer do you want to see Emiliano Vargas before they start stepping it up?
Yeah, I mean, it has to be sooner than later.
Yeah.
The competition they're giving him is just ridiculous. It's top ranked. They're building a star Latino. I get it, but I'm not gonna fake the funk. There's other like other fighters like Keyshawn. They're giving them bums, and I criticize Keyshawn and criticize the other contenders coming up. So I have to criticize Emiliano too. They're
Yeah.
giving him bums. His dad knows the business. Top rank knows the business. His dad Vargas
Oh
Senior is
man.
not gonna let his dad. Is not gonna
All
let
right.
him. Well, Ed,
Ed, can you hear us?
Ed,
Yeah, we got. Yeah,
Yeah.
am I good?
Yeah.
you cut off for a second, but no, yeah, you're good.
Okay, yeah, no, it's time. It's time. I think the kid has skills to face like a Cambosis type of fighter.
Yeah.
Let's see what he got. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Also on this card, Maidana versus Polanco, which I think will probably be the fight of the night. Rafael Espinosa, 12-round fight. He's gonna be on there against some guy Vasquez. Espinosa is that tall 126-pounder. And then we got Monster Inoue against Cardenas. What do you make of that fight, David?
You know who's you said will be the fight of the night? Maidana versus who are those guys?
Polanco, the Maidana. Okay, Polanco is the Dominican guy. It's let me see his
Is he
full
the
name. I
champion
was
or is who's his other guy?
no, they're fighting a 10-round fight. So Polanco's the guy coming up. He's a Dominican fighter. Let me see, what's his full name? Rohan Polanco against
You-
Fabian Maidana.
Have you seen him fight, Ed? You said it was going to be fight of the night.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Fabian Madonna, yeah, we
Yeah, my dad.
yeah, he's a warrior, man, but he's kind of like a gatekeeper of a fighter. Polanco is the guy coming up. He's undefeated, but I think McDonald's gonna give him a pretty good test, man. Rohan, he hasn't been in any major fights. I don't I don't know his opponents, the guys that he's fought, but he's an upcoming Dominican guy.
Is Maidana the real Maidana's brother?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, the
Right?
Argentina,
Fabian?
yeah, yeah,
Oh, really?
Fabian,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Fabian. Okay,
yeah.
I didn't
He
know.
with Garcia too for a little bit.
Did he? Okay. Fabian Maidana. Okay, got it right here. Yeah. All right. You asked
Yeah.
me, Ed. I'm sorry. You asked about
Oh,
which fight?
Monster anyway against Cardenas.
You know what? I don't know much about Cardenas. I've been reading a little bit about him. Dude, Monster Inoue has to win. You know what I mean? He has to win, man. Um, yeah, I mean that's all I could say, man. I mean he has to win. What I'm hearing and reading about Cardenas, strong fighter, is going. Yeah, as a matter of fact, Joel Diaz trains him.
Joel
I
Diaz
saw
has
an interview with
Mm.
Joel Diaz today where he's talking about him. But I got it in a way on that one. But the one that they say is also going to be a real good fight is Divino Espinosa. That's supposed to be a really good fight too. He's the
Y-
co-main event. The
Yes.
champion, the tall kid.
Yeah. Yeah. At
Yeah,
126. Rafael Espinosa.
126.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Uh, Mikey, what do you make about Monster Inoue fighting on U.S. soil tomorrow? People wanted this, but apparently they're having trouble selling tickets.
Yeah, I mean, that's good. I want to see anyway over here.
Yeah.
Uh, and according to what I seen, unless I put the wrong name, he's gonna fight Cardenas. It's a Chicano kid, I think. Joel
Yeah.
Diaz has him. I looked at his record. It's not that good, Dave and Ed. It's not that
Mhm.
good. His power is not that good. You need power to beat anyway. I think this is a showcase fight. Unless I'm mistaken, I could have been wrong. I think today the whole fight, I picked Barbosa. I was gonna pick Ramirez, and I was like, I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna give it to Ramirez, and then I picked Ryan Garcia by knockout in the fourth round. So don't right now. Estoy salado. Do not take my advice. But for what I've seen in the box record, I knew he's gonna run through him. It's a sensational knockout showcase fight for America and the fans here.
You know what? You know what? Why not have this fight next Saturday? Why
Yeah.
are you doing it Sunday night? That's the
Yeah.
part where I was talking. That's what I was talking about last week. Talking about, okay, do you guys like this back to back to back? Sunday night, Vegas doesn't really sell that well. They're having trouble selling the place out. Had they promoted it for next Saturday, I think you could have done something with that
You
because
know why
Canelo's.
though, Ed? You know
What's
why,
that?
Ed? You know why?
Why is that?
Because they want to take over. Top Rank wants to take over Cinco de Mayo, and they're building up. They're building up Divino to fight next year on Cinco de Mayo against Inoue. That's
Oh,
why.
shit.
Okay,
So they
but
want. This
okay,
is the Cinco de Mayo weekend. There's no fights in Vegas, so they want to capitalize on that. That's the
eh,
only reason why I see it.
but here's the thing. Canelo is fighting in Saudi Arabia, not in Vegas. The fights tonight are in New York, not in Vegas. Like, why not just next week? It's not like people are coming now. If Canelo were fighting in Vegas tomorrow, then I would say, yeah, you're probably not going to sell two back-to-back
No,
Vegas trips, but nobody's going to Vegas, man, for the fights today or this weekend. On a Sunday, nobody really goes to Vegas on Sundays. People are
especially on
leaving
Sunday.
Vegas. Yeah,
Exactly.
people are leaving
Yeah.
Vegas on Sundays. Why not move it to next Saturday and make it on Saturday? Okay, here we are. Monster anyway, a Saturday fight. Here we go. Let's go. I don't, I didn't like it, but to me, I think it's a showcase fight, man. But nonetheless, I think the undercard is going to be. I think they're pretty much some good showcase fights for the most part. I like the Palanco Maidana fight, so definitely be watching that, gentlemen. Let's go ahead and jump to the pay per view that's in the package deal with the fights tonight. Um, Obviously, headline with Canelo and Skull. Anything in this undercard that you guys like, that a fight that you guys are looking forward to? Because there's one that I think is going to steal the show.
I like the Mujia fight.
Okay.
The revenge against Bonello. I like that. Out of the whole card, I think that's the one that I'm actually looking forward to. So I want to see Mujia's defense. I want to see. Well, I want to see his defense if he's fighting like Canelo. A lot of waist movement, a lot of head movement. He hasn't had that, so I'm looking forward just to see how much he's learned from Eddie in 3 months.
Joaquin Zamora, shout outs to you out there in Albuquerque. I did not remember that,
Oh
man. That's
yeah,
right.
you're right.
Next weekend is Mother's Day, and vatos
Yeah.
are gonna be they're not gonna be allowed.
Well, they should buy the wife a ticket to the fights, right? For
That
Mother's Day.
exactly, exactly, man. Hey, Mikey, any fights in the undercard that you're looking forward to this?
I mean, I want to see the kid. I forgot his name. The Mexican kid coming up, the Olympian.
Oh
Um,
yeah, the new one, right?
yeah, yeah. Reynoso manages him. I don't. He does. I don't think he
Yeah.
trains him.
No, he
What's his name? I gotta look it up. But there's a kid, the Mexican national. He went to the Olympics, so I want to see him. And then Mungia, I want to see Mungia get his payback, get his get back versus Brunello. Brunello's not that bad. Like he is pretty fast, and but I want Mungia to knock him out because he's training with Reynoso alongside with Canelo. So
yeah.
Well,
that
let's talk about that fight because you guys are both interested in that one. Let's talk about that fight for a minute. Okay, is there any chance that Brunello can get this victory again? Any chance that maybe it's in Mungia's head? Because
Yeah,
Mungia was winning
might
that
be.
fight. Any chance that it's in his head? I mean, look, people are talking about Devin Haney, like, oh, what? He's probably not the same. Now I get it. Devin Haney was getting beat from pillar to post. It's not the same as far as a flash knockdown or a knockout. Um, any chance that Brunello gets this victory tomorrow, David?
Yes. I mean, everybody
Really?
has a puncher's punch. They have a what do they call that? A
punch
A
your chance.
puncher's
puncher's chance?
chance. I
Hmm.
mean, why not? I mean, did we think that he was going to beat? Uh, that he was going to knock out Munguia? I never saw that. Never saw that. So it could happen again. I mean, why not? It can happen again.
Okay, Mikey. Any chance that Brunello wins?
Yeah, it could be. There could be a chance. They're not fighting in the United States. They're not fighting in Tijuana. They're fighting in Saudi Arabia. They're fighting at what 2, 3 in the morning. What time are they
6 in the
fighting?
morning. 6 in the
That
morning.
could affect you. The food or whatever could affect you. There could be a chance. It could be a chance. He lost before. New trainer. A lot of his heads. He wants to be his own self, but no, they want you to hold your hand like this, and that's when he could get caught thinking too much. I mean, so yeah, there's a chance, but I think uh Mungia, I still believe in him. I think he's gonna pull out the victory. Is he's gonna be hesitant? He's gonna be hesitant, just like Haney, and he's gonna fill him out. So it might go 12, guys. It probably even might go 12.
And then we will get a trilogy.
Between those two.
I mean, look. If I'm Brunello and I lose tomorrow, I'm not gonna fade off into the sunset, and 'cause he'll be completely irrelevant. Nobody's gonna look to fight him. Like that's it. His best chance to make another big payday is saying, okay, you won one, I won one. Check, I stopped you. Let's do it. I would stay on Mungia's bumper. I would stay in front of the cameras, and I will keep on saying it. I will keep yelling it from the Raptors. I beat him. He got me once, but just like I got him once. Hex, I stopped him. I beat him down. I stopped him. So we can have a trilogy, and there could be another big payday for him.
Well, you know who
It,
wants him, Ed? You know who wants him? Berlanga. He's throwing his name out. He just threw him out last night. They
to
interviewed him
Brunello?
yesterday. Mungia.
Yeah,
Okay,
Well,
okay.
Berlanga
I'm
is
fighting.
throwing Mungia his name like crazy. He wants him after his fight. He fights at Shamis or Shadis.
Hasman
Yeah,
Shiraz.
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 yeah, Shiraz.
Yeah.
He fights him.
Uh,
And then
yeah,
he says,
but
after I knock him out, I want Mungia next. And
yeah,
then
I
I
think
want
he's gonna
Canelo.
lose. I think he's gonna lose to Shiraz. But we'll get to
Oh, I can't wait
uh,
to talk
uh,
about that one.
Just real
yeah,
quick, gentlemen. Just real quick, Ed. Let me counter that. Shiraz is gonna beat the Puerto Rican fighter. Shiraz just fired Ricky Funes, his trainer. He
I
just
couldn't
fired him.
right.
believe that.
Yeah,
I
Yes, yes,
couldn't believe that.
yes.
Ungrateful
so
Yeah.
bastard.
a lot. Yeah, he brought him from
Yeah,
from day one,
from day one.
from the
Yeah.
bottom to the top, and he was training him. He sacrificed his family, and then they just
Yes, he
got rid of
did.
him.
Yeah.
So now you have a new trainer again. Now it's a different atmosphere. Different. They're probably going to change him his fighting style and change what got him there. So you can't just call it he's going to beat him, Ed. You can't call it.
Mikey, do you know who he's training with now? He's
Yeah,
training with that Chino, the one that trains Zurdo Ramirez.
no. Andy
No,
Lee. He's
yes.
training with Andy Lee.
Oh, I thought that was Andy Lee.
No, Andy Lee's a European cat.
Yeah,
Which one's Andy Lee?
He's a European fighter. Yeah,
Andy
yeah.
Lee's good. He's good,
Oh,
right?
is he? I'm trying
He
to
had
think who he was. Well, I thought he was going with the guy that was training Ramirez. Not with
yeah,
him?
no.
Oh, Andy Lee.
Andy Lee, yeah. Andy
Who
Lee's
does
fine.
Andy Lee train? Who does Andy Lee train right now?
Ed.
Ed.
Uh, Okay, he's trained. I can't remember who he trains right now, but
Didn't he train? Didn't he
he's
train the
trained. I
heavyweight? Pretty boy heavyweight. He's African. African. He got knocked out.
Bacoli?
No, not Bicoli. What's his name? Oh, he lost to Andy Reese. What's his name?
he lost to and
Oh yeah, yeah, Anthony Joshua.
no, he didn't. Did he train? No, he didn't train Joshua. I don't
JC
know who he's.
JC will know, or Demetrio or Joaquin, they'll know who he trained
Let me
Andy Lee.
see. He used to train Haney. Oh
Really?
God, Berlanga is a superstar. Just ask him. Yeah. All right. Look. All right. Before we get to the Canelo fight, I'm telling you guys, Mikey dropped off, but the fight of tomorrow, the fight of the night, is gonna be this one, the one that JC brought up. I've been waiting to tap on it, and that's this one: Efe Ajagba versus Martin Bacoli, heavyweight fight. That will be the fight of the night tomorrow. I'm telling you guys, these two heavyweights, that will be the fight of the night, and that's gonna be according to what I'm looking up here. That will be the fight before the co-main event, which is Brunello versus Mungia. But Martin Bacoli versus Efe Ajagba, I believe that will be fight of
Yeah.
the night. Let me see. You guys talking about Ben Davison? Yeah, Ben Davison is the one that was training Joshua.
Oh yes, Ben Davison. So who does Andy
Yeah,
Lee train?
He
he's
trained
trained.
Tyson Fury.
Okay, okay, yeah,
Okay, that sounds right.
yeah.
Okay, Fury and Parker. Okay, yeah.
And Joe
Oh yeah,
Okay,
and
he's got
Joseph
Parker
Parker.
too. Okay,
Joseph Parker
yeah,
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Andy Lee's not
okay.
bad. He's
Yeah.
not bad. So
Yeah,
I
he's not
mean,
bad.
yeah, that's
That's
messed
right.
up for Rudy Fuentes though.
FL Jogbomb versus Martin Bacoli. That's gonna be fight of the night. I'm telling you guys. Mark
Oh
my
yeah,
words, man. Mark my words. All right, gentlemen, let's
Bacoli's
go
the
ahead
one
and
that just got knocked out, right? Bacoli's the one that
yeah.
just got
By
knocked out
Parker.
by
Yeah,
Joseph
yeah,
Parker. And
yes.
he came in weighing at 338, really
yeah.
fat.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
because
10 hour difference.
he was set to fight FL Jogba, which is this fight coming up, and he had not started his training camp yet. He was about to start his training camp, and what's his face? The Turk offered him a gang of feria and said, "Look, win or lose, you still got to fight against FL Jogba." So Martin Bacoli came in with no training camp, and he took that fight. And I think it was what in the third round. It was just like no
Yeah.
mas, like he didn't train for it. So
Yeah.
gentlemen, let's go ahead. Let's wrap up the show with the main event: Canelo versus Skull Nelo. Man, David, I'll start with you. How does this fight go down tomorrow?
I don't know anything about Skull, man. All I've been reading, I've been hearing a lot of Mexican trainers talking about him, that he's a liar. He was never in the Olympics, never a world champ. His record has been, they lied about his record. So, dude, you remember when Canelo fought in Miami when he fought against that one guy, and then the third round he just gave up. Remember that fight? It was all over.
Mm,
Canelo broke, I guess, records in. He fought with the Miami Dolphins fight. Ajabi or no, what was his name? That guy, he was Egyptian, and I mean the guy literally in the third or
Oh
fourth
yeah,
round, Canelo knocked him out.
yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, he quit. Joel Diaz had him.
Joel Diaz had him.
Remember,
Come
Ed,
on,
that
one of
was
you guys,
when
Demetrio
he was defending his it was his mandatory. Abney, Abney,
Abney
Abney.
Yildirim?
Yildirim.
Yes,
Abney
remember?
Yildirim? Okay,
Yildirim,
yeah,
dude,
yes,
it
yes.
was a terrible fight. Canelo literally destroyed him. He never threw a punch. I think it's going to be the same thing. I think it's going to be the exact same thing. Canelo knows. He knows this guy's a
Okay.
clown. Yeah, he looks big and he says, I'm going to eat you. He becomes a cannibal overnight. Te voy a comer, cabrón. Dude, Canelo knows. He's another Yidrim. Another Yidrim. He's not a skull.
Gracias.
Yeah.
Gracias, Lil Bean. I appreciate it. Um, okay, Mikey. Well, actually, I'll give it to Mikey last, man. I'm gonna say that Skull, he's gonna surprise a lot of people tomorrow. Hang on, let me explain. I don't mean he's gonna surprise a lot of people because that he's gonna win the fight, because he's not. He's not winning tomorrow's fight. But I do believe he's gonna last a little longer than people are saying. People are saying that he's getting knocked out. And by the way, that was my prediction. My prediction was he's not gonna make it past the fifth round. I think he's gonna make it to the late rounds. I do, man. I still think Canelo probably stops him, but it'll be after the 10th round. I think he sticks around for a while, man. Not because he's giving Canelo all he can handle, but he's gonna use the ring a lot. He's gonna move around. He's gonna uh be moving all over the place, man.
Hey
Again, I
Ed,
don't.
did you see
Yeah,
how thick his glasses were? Did you see how thick they were? That vato's gonna be running around that ring, not knowing where Canelo's at.
the,
You see how thick they were?
yeah, man. So again, I want to make it clear. I'm not saying he's gonna last in there with Canelo because he's gonna be giving it back to Canelo. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying he's gonna last longer in there than what everybody thinks because he's gonna be using the ring. He's gonna be moving around a lot, moving around a lot, moving around a lot, and then eventually get caught. So that's why I was predicting fourth, fifth round knockout. Canelo gets him out of there. No, I think it's gonna. I'm putting all my stock on Efe Ajagba and Martin Bacoli because I don't think tomorrow's main event's gonna be good. I think Skull is gonna run around all over the place. Mikey, I'll say you. How does this fight go
Yeah,
down?
I'm gonna predict it according to Canelo's mo. His last six fights. So in Canelo's
Unanimous
last six fights,
decision.
he drops every opponent except for Triple G because he had a hurt hand. But he drops every opponent and he goes 12. But he always drops the Charlo. You name him, Mungia, Berlanga. You name him, Ryder. He always drops them. They get up and they go and he goes 12 and he gets a unanimous decision or whatever. I think it's gonna be the same. Canelo's just gonna play with him and boom, drop him, and then he's gonna go 12. Uh, uh, Skull is a big dude. He's young.
Yeah.
He's longer. No Diddy. Uh, so you never know what can happen, right? Canelo could get old overnight, quote unquote. But and then the time difference. Even Canelo, they kept asking him in the conferences, in interviews. They kept asking. He said, "Dude, maybe like 3 days ago I felt better, but before that I wasn't even feeling like myself." So we're gonna see if Canelo can wake up. Look at the money can change you. Look at the bag they're getting him to fight Skull, 100 million. So when is the money gonna be too much? And waking up in satin sheets. So this could probably be the night. Canelo's confident. He's overseas, a different time zone. The stars could align, and maybe Skull could give him a good fight or even beat him. But if I put my money, I got Canelo, man. I got Canelo. He trains hard and he's in his A game.
David, do you put any stock in that? This is the first time, to the best of my knowledge, that Canelo has fought on that side of the world. And anything you want to put on that, David?
You know what? He's been there for 2 weeks, Ed. And they
Okay.
even interviewed him. They said, listen, is that going to, he goes, yes, it is going to affect me, but I think my body's been acclimated to not only the weather, to the food, but also to the time change. And I believe the fight there is going to be at 6 in the morning. And
Yes,
he's never
Sunday, six
fought,
in the
but I'm
morning.
sure that he's been training these past 3, 4 months at 6 in the morning for this fight. And
Yeah.
now that he's there, his body's used to that. I didn't get a chance to see any of Skull's fights. So I mean, in my mind, Cuban fighter is a Lara. You know what I mean? Is a Lara
Mm-hmm.
that throws and knows how to move around. I didn't see his fight. Mikey, did you, Ed? Did you guys see
I
his
see some
his
fights.
last fight?
I
Does
didn't
he move
know.
like Lara? Does he move
No,
like Lara?
he doesn't move like that.
No.
He's slow. He's slow, but he's not a banger. He boxes a little, but he
Yeah.
throws his combinations. He opens up, and he's pretty slow. Like if he
Okay.
throws some shots at Canelo, Canelo's gonna dodge him.
Canelo's
Uh,
gonna.
yeah, I
Okay.
think
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So
All
based on
right.
what Mikey's telling me, I hope it's a knockout. But I agree with Mikey. We haven't seen a knockout from Canelo. This guy's pretty big,
He's a
just
big
like
guy,
Berlanga.
and
Berlanga
they
was
always come in
came
big.
in big.
Yeah,
Yes. So yeah, I don't see that. Skull
they,
is
they
the
want that moral
Yorkies
victory,
at
right?
168. So
Well,
no, unanimous decision. They'll go 12 rounds.
you know what? I hope not, man. Canelo, if there was ever you need a stoppage, this is it right here, man. I mean, you are the face of boxing. Canelo is the face of boxing. He's not fighting a guy that sells. Canelo, give us some excitement on this one. Stop the guy. Knock him out. At least with Jermel Charlo, people knew who Jermel Charlo was. Edgar Berlanga, people know who Edgar Berlanga is. Nobody knows who the hell this guy Skull is.
Yeah.
You gotta knock him out, okay? Bring some excitement. Don't go the distance with this guy that nobody knows. All the other guys, Mungia, all the people know who those guys are. There's a little bit of interest. Are they all great matchups? No, but there's some interest there because people know who those guys are. This guy, nobody knows who he is. This is Skull's rocky moment for damn sure. Um, End it, end it. Put some excitement. People keep on calling you out on your knockouts, man. End it. This is your time to do it. So, and it's pay per view against a complete nobody, man. It's your time to actually get a knockout. But like I said, all my stock on tomorrow's card is on Martin Bacoli and Efe Ajagba. So that's gonna be the fight.
But Ed, just real quick, it's hard for you need two to tango, and it's hard for a fighter when they come super big and they're just there to survive. Charlo, Berlanga, and what's the name? Skull needs to come at Canelo too. It's just like if he's not gonna exchange with him, then Canelo's probably gonna have a hard time trying to knock him out.
Hey, Mikey, what's his name? Ryder, he went at Canelo. Ryder went at, he tore up his face. Ryder went, and Munguia went at Canelo too.
Yeah, and
Think about it.
He got destroyed, man.
Yeah.
But Mikey, I would say, you know what, Canelo, you are an elite fighter. Figure it out. Figure it out. You're fighting a nobody, man. You're fighting a guy that, yeah, he's got a lot of wins, but against who? And he's fought on that side of the world. There's no competition, real competition. This guy's fought. So my thing to at least like a Jermel Charlo and those guys have fought on this side of the world with a little bit more high level fighters, but that guy, you know what, Canelo, you're an elite fighter. You are the face of boxing. Figure it out, man. You're fighting. Don't let a complete nobody say like, oh, you know what, I couldn't figure him out. I couldn't figure him out. Guy, he's nobody, man. Figure him out. End him, Canelo. Let's go, baby. Get the knockout.
Canelo's 5'7", guys. He's 5'7". This isn't even his weight class. These guys are 206 feet something, 200 pounds. He's a little guy. Even when you see him, I'm like, dude, I mean, dude. He's 5'7" on a good day.
Then beat him to a pulp. Beat him to a pulp, man. I want to see his mascara like Rocky Balboa's at the end of the fight with Apollo. I want to see him just completely gone, dog. So anyway,
he'll do that.
Okay. Well, okay. All right. We will see, man. All right, gentlemen. Anything else before we wrap it up?
Ed, can you read Dave, our historian, Dave Martinez's predictions? I sent them to you. Do you still have them there by any chance?
You sent them to me. Let me see.
Via text, because I told them I wanted to read, because you know what? We talk a lot on Messenger. Man, I have the utmost respect for Dave Martinez. If you guys get a chance, please log on. If you want to talk to a true boxing historian, dmmartinez.com. I'm telling you, this guy knows boxing. He's been in the boxing world since 1960, attending boxing matches. Can you read them if you don't mind? Even the ones that he predicted tonight. Read those too.
Yes, I got them right here. So David Martinez, boxing historian, good friend of the show, great man. Yeah. He's got Ryan Garcia by knockout over Rolly Romero in the 8th round. Devin Haney by close decision over Jose Ramirez. Teofimo Lopez by TKO stoppage over Arnold Barboza in the 9th round. Canelo, unanimous decision over William Skull. Wow.
Yeah.
He's got Monster Inoue by knockout over Ramon Cardenas in the 5th round. And Jaime Munguia decision win over Brunello. Good gosh. Okay,
dude, he gave me his stats, and at one time he was, I believe, 100%. At one time, today, I mean, on the Teofimo, on everything else, we were all off. We were, because you know what? I agree with Joaquin. Everyone that you mentioned right there. I wanted Ryan, I wanted Ramirez, and I wanted Barbosa to win. And I thought if I would have put money, I'm not a bettor, I would have put money on those three. But thank God that I don't bet. and I was
I,
wrong.
I would I would
You
look
know?
bad today. I look bad.
Yeah, me too.
All right, gentlemen, that is gonna do it, man. Yeah, different time because they threw a little bit of a curveball at us, but it's all good. We are here, man. We got some more fights this weekend because this one tonight just kind of it didn't live up to the hype, man. I was more excited for this slate of fights than the rest of the weekend.
Me
Now I'm
too.
hoping the rest of the weekend delivers more than tonight did. So that is David Contreras, El Gran Chingón, El Mero Mero, Mikey Zavala from Mikey TV 365, Cholo Trucker, Los Tres Chingones Boxing. Whatever you guys do this weekend, be safe doing it. Enjoy the rest of the fights, the rest of the weekend, and so we can come back and do it again. Catch you guys on next round.